Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to today's video. Today I am making my first ever manga collection. We're gonna collect these, put them down, and I'm gonna review the books, put my opinions on them, see how they work, and just in general see how I like them. In future stances, if you want to recommend any manga to me, put it in the comments, and I'm gonna hopefully continue this series for a while. In the next video, you'll see me in the store. But here's what we got for today. That's my first haul. We only got a few books. We got the first edition of Spy X Family, and then we also got 20th Century Boy, which I've heard is one of the best mangas, so I have a lot of expectations for the first volume, and I'm gonna get back at you once I read this. Alright, we're in our room, and this is the first book we're gonna read. We're gonna read volume 1 of 20th Century Boys, and like I said, I'm going blind into this. I have no idea what the story's about. I mean, like, I don't know. I hope it's really good, and I didn't just spend, like, however much it costed. So, I'll see you in a minute after I read this, or after I find something really interesting. Alright, guys. I just did an update. I just made it to chapter 4. Some of my thoughts so far that I got in the book is it is definitely a chaotic start, jumping from time period to time period, and how it's like starting to intertwine. Like, some of the parts I like are how the guy, who does the dead 10 times, it like comes into like the meeting they have, and like all the stuff they did as a kid, and it's coming into this 20th century, and I just find it insane how he's tricking all these people in a way, because I feel like this guy is like talking about manipulating people, making them think he's our friend, like almost like a cult in a way. And I feel like this is gonna get really bad, especially with what this started with, and I think it's really good so far, so I'll come back at you once I read a few more chapters or finish it. Peace. Alright, we have just made it to chapter 8. And I've learned all about Donkey and his story arc, and it's insane how like he quote unquote jumped off the high school building. But what I think, I have a theory together that Donkey never jumped off the building, but was rather pushed off by someone, and they're trying to cover it up as suicide. Because it did say earlier in the story, I'm pretty sure, that some of the people in are actually the police. So I think they're trying to cover it up as a suicide. And also, I think that this may be a stretch, but I think there may be a chance that they could be brainwashed into knowing that side, and thinking that they were childhood friends in a way. That may be a bit of a stretch, because how do you remember all of that, and then everyone else, and then also talking about how the backstories of like how it originated, and putting it into the people of the group. I mean, like, I think there's something fishy going on here. But I'll get back to you later. years later. Alright, I have just finished the 20th century manga. I think that this is gonna be insane. So, pretty much, the big gist is that you're telling me that this guy, yeah, 1 second. This guy dies, right? He's dying. And the main guy who's spreading all this, he's making it based off of what they did as kids. Like literal kids. Like all the ideas. And this kid, the one who did it, he's already brainwashing them right now. It's insane. And then also, one of the craziest moments that I saw was down here when this detective had the case, right? And he was walking home, you know, he was about to retire, and I had a really bad feeling about the next page, and I look at it. Wow. Yeah. But it's insane how this cult is literally like in everything. Like it's in the government, it's like everywhere hidden, trying to break down religions. Like when they killed the leader of the other religion. I forgot what page it was, but that was one of the things also that was like just insane. And then also like this other minor stuff, like I feel like this character will be really important later. And then also I have no idea what can be in this envelope. I wonder if it's going to be like directions to where he's going to be next. And then also, isn't this the same guy who had the knife in chapter 8, right? Or am I crazy? Here, this is the guy who got assassinated by this guy, right? And it could've... Doesn't this guy look like the guy who died? Alright, this is the normal guy. And then... And then, okay, this guy's like a grandpa. Yeah. That's insane. Yeah, this is a really good manga series, and I'm excited to read the next volumes of this. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Comment what mangas I should get next, and my next video will be reading and rating the first volume of Spy X Family. Couldn't get in this one. Bye.